April 4th, 2013. It's on! New England Championship Wrestling debuts on broadcast television. Thursday nights at 12:30 a.m. on Boston's Plum TV, WMFP, Channel 62, Comcast 52.
I'm joined at this time by a woman making her return to New England Championship Wrestling after a long absence, Nikki Valentine. Nikki, tonight you've got a chance at the World Women's Wrestling Champion, Alexxis Nevaeh.
Alexxis, how long have you held that title for?
Well, it's quite a while.
Too long. Everybody knows the only reason why you're holding on to that belt is because you haven't faced any real competition. Well, tonight you've got it. I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you, and I'm looking to put myself on the map where I belong, especially at your expense.
Nikki Valentine ready to go one-on-one with Alexxis Nevaeh.
Of the NECW Online Update. Sheldon Goldberg here as we bring you the closing moments of the match that took place on February 1st in Randolph, Massachusetts between Elia Markopoulos and the Boston bad boy Jason Rumble. No love lost between these two. A long history between these two. As Rumble measures Elia with a clothesline and comes over the top with a senton splash. Covered by Rumble. 2 count only. Mr. Fabulous Tony Ulysses, the manager of Elia Markopoulos, absent on this occasion as Rumble goes to the corner. Nobody home. Oh, Markopoulos, big handful of tights. Say no to crack, and he's got a 3 count. Markopoulos steals the win and heads for the tall timber.
And your winner of the match, Elia Markopoulos.
The proverbial pocket of the Boston bad boy Jason Rumble picked by Elia Markopoulos as he steals a victory. Referee says she didn't see the tights pulled. And Jason is going to have some words here.
December 20th, 2012, my birth father passes away. In March, last year, Elia Markopoulos, you want to come out to my hometown, insult me, slap me in the face, and over the past year, you've been running around like the you are. See, we'll rewind. There's only one tag team known as the Crown Jewels, and that is Bad Boy Jason and my boy, Darling Damon. We are the longest reigning NECW Tag Team Champions of all time. And if Damon isn't here, I'm gonna fight for the right of the Crown Jewels, because you know a little phrase, only fools mess with the jewels. So Elia Markopoulos, Fabulous T, and you fat piece of disgusted beach whale Jimmy Malonis, right here in Randolph, Massachusetts, we're gonna have a Boston street fight right here.
Challenge made.
It's put up or shut time, Markopoulos, and there's gonna be a reason why you're gonna accept my challenge. I will retire if that piece of garbage TNA reject beats me right here in a Boston street fight. So it's my career against you being a crown jewel. Because if I win, there's no more crown jewels. If I lose, I'll probably leave NECW and professional wrestling forever.
There you have it, the Boston bad boy Jason Rumble putting his career on the line against Elia Markopoulos in a Boston street fight. If Jason wins, the crown jewels are no more. We've got World Women's Wrestling Championship action right after this.
Straight talk that hits the mark. NECW Shooting Range. The audio podcast with Sheldon Goldberg and Kevin Castro. Listen online at NECW.tv. It's the place in cyberspace. The all-new NECW website. Online at NECW.tv. New England Championship Wrestling returns live with March Badness, Friday night, March 22nd at the Knights of Columbus, 25T Drive, Randolph, Mass, with an 8 p.m. bell time. In the main event, new NECW Heavyweight Champion Antonio the Promise Thomas defends against Jeremy Prophet. In a return grudge match, new NECW Tag Team Champions Superstar Scotty Slade and the Shure Thing Mark Shurman put their titles on the line against Mike Webb and Nick Fahrenheit. The Boston bad boy Jason Rumble battles Elia Markopoulos in a Boston street fight. If Elia wins, Jason must retire. If Jason wins, the crown jewels must break up forever. Also in action, Johnny Thunder and the return of Mistress Belmont. Tickets on sale now at NECW.tv/events or call toll-free 1-800-838-3006. That's 1-800-838-3006. Don't miss New England Championship Wrestling March Badness, Friday night, March 22nd in Randolph.
The following is a World Women's Wrestling feature match set for one with a 15-minute time limit, and it is for the Triple W Championship. Your referee is Bob Costa.
All right, here we go. World Women's Wrestling Championship match. On the final edition of the NECW Online Update, what a fitting way to send this series out. A lot of big things happening in New England Championship Wrestling. Lots of great events coming up. Our television debut, April 4th. But right now, let's see the challenger, Nikki Valentine, as she makes her way to the ring. Nikki Valentine, not seen in World Women's Wrestling in quite some time. She's looking for that championship gold, that coveted red and gold belt. Emblematic of the World Women's Wrestling Champion. Wait a minute, Nikki Valentine maybe trying to fraternize here with the referee. Referee Bob Costa. I'm not so sure about that big smile on the face of referee Bob Costa. Costa trying to check. Oh, wait a minute. I think Mr. Costa's in better shape than most of the audience. Wait a minute. Nikki Valentine once again. I don't know if she's whispering sweet nothings in the ear of Bob Costa or what. Something tells me she's not getting a tutorial on the rules. And there you go, the World Women's Wrestling Champion, Alexxis Nevaeh. Speaking of Alexxis Nevaeh, she is nearing a gigantic milestone should she continue her winning ways? You can see what that's all about in the latest edition of our exclusive YouTube series, The Best of World Women's Wrestling. This edition, a tribute to that woman right there, the World Women's Wrestling Champion, Alexxis Nevaeh. There it is. That's what it's all about in this matchup. That red and gold belt. Alexxis Nevaeh, a little leery of referee Bob Costa. Trash talk going on here between the two contestants. Nikki Valentine with a height and weight advantage over Alexxis Nevaeh, but if anyone doubts the toughness of the World Women's Wrestling Champion, well, they just haven't been paying attention. Nikki Valentine with a handful of hair, Alexxis complaining about it. Alexxis now powering Nikki Valentine into the corner. Oh my goodness. Big forearm shot right across the jaw by Nikki Valentine, who drives the head of Alexxis Nevaeh into that top turnbuckle. Kick in the midsection right there. Oh my goodness. Head first again into that top turnbuckle. Big back elbow right to the throat of Alexxis Nevaeh, and Nikki Valentine. Oh my goodness. Big clothesline by Alexxis as she locked the arm of Nikki Valentine, driving her down to the canvas. Snapmare by Alexxis. Alexxis in the corner. Big drop kick right in the mush of Nikki Valentine. Here's a cover. And only two. Oh, big forearm by Alexxis. This is a woman who cannot be taken lightly. Oh my goodness. Another big forearm right across the upper chest. And Nikki Valentine now. Alexxis ducked. Mistake on the part of the World Women's Wrestling Champion as Nikki Valentine takes advantage. Blatant choke now on the middle rope. Referee Bob Costa right on top of the situation. And again. Costa trying to break these two up. Alexxis getting worn down by Nikki Valentine, and a cover right here. Nikki Valentine trying to use her height and weight advantage to keep the shoulders of Alexxis into the canvas. Big chop right there by Nikki Valentine. Up, Alexxis blocks her, reverses. Oh, she gives it right back. Nikki Valentine now head first to the turnbuckle, giving the challenger a taste of her own medicine. Oh my goodness, Nikki Valentine with a big kick, just doubled Alexxis right up, following it up with some double axe handles. Trying to go for a bow and arrow. Alexxis getting stretched out right here. Nikki Valentine gave up the hold, shoved Alexxis face first into the canvas. Nikki Valentine now just roughing up the champion. Alexxis reverses the Irish whip, charges in, and does the damage. Oh! Alexxis tried to go for a bulldog. Nikki Valentine dropped down. Drop kick to the midsection of Alexxis, and a big kick right to the temple. This could do it right here. We can have a new champion. There's only two. Once again, Nikki Valentine trying to use the height and weight advantage to leverage the shoulders of Alexxis Nevaeh down to the canvas, but can't get the job done. Alexxis now off the ropes. Oh, big clothesline by Nikki Valentine. She just gave her the proverbial necktie right there. Valentine saying she's got this one in the bag. Remains to be seen right here as she pulls Alexxis up by the hair. Off the ropes now. Nikki Valentine missed. Alexxis rolls her up. Cover, but only gets two. Alexxis now hooks her arms. Backslide. Has her down. Only two. Alexxis couldn't hold Nikki Valentine down. Up. Alexxis tried to roll her up, but to no avail. And now Nikki Valentine with a clothesline. Cover. Only two. Nikki Valentine complaining about a slow count. 2 handfuls of hair, bringing Alexxis back to her feet. Once again, Nikki Valentine goes for the blatant choke. Nikki Valentine, make no mistake, she's a tough customer. Kicks to the midsection and a blatant boot to the throat. Nikki Valentine, all smiles, she's enjoying this. A champion in a compromised position. Nikki Valentine thinking she has this in the bag. Nikki Valentine now going up to that second rope. Just grabbing onto Alexxis and trying to choke her right here. Trying to stretch her neck out. Back elbows by the champion as she snap-mares her off the second rope. Nikki Valentine quickly back to her feet. Doubled up, trying to gather herself. It's Alexxis coming back here. Ducks the clothesline. Oh, man, she just drilled her with a forearm. Alexxis now building up a head of steam. Challenger down 3 times. Here's a cover. And only 2. Once again, Nikki Valentine not staying down. Alexxis setting her up. Oh, guillotine time. Oh, Nikki Valentine gets out of it. Nikki Valentine setting her up. Snap suplex. Takes the champion down. Covered by Nikki. Only 2. Alexxis lifted that shoulder. Oh, now Nikki Valentine blaming the referee here for not being able to seal the deal. I wouldn't be placing the blame there. Alexxis now in the corner. Nikki Valentine. Oh, drops her right on the back of her head. Alexxis looks like she's out. This could do it right here, but only 2. Wow, Alexxis looked like she landed square on the back of her head. And now Nikki Valentine trying to power her up. But now Alexxis in the position. Guillotine takes her down. This is going to do it right here. And Alexxis Nevaeh continues her winning ways.
And your winner of the match, and still Triple W champion, Alexxis Nevaeh.
A great effort by the challenger, Nikki Valentine, but once again, Alexxis Nevaeh, your winner and still World Women's Wrestling Champion. One of the greatest champions, male or female, in NECW history, Alexxis Nevaeh. There's more NECW Online update when we continue after this. The 2013 Iron 8 Championship, Saturday, May 11th in Beverly, Massachusetts. The contestants will be announced on the debut edition of New England Championship Wrestling on Plum TV, April 4th.
NECW Sonic Boom. The audio podcast with Al Basler and Chris Norman. Now online at NECWWrestling.com.
So there you have it, NECW fans. The time has finally arrived. March the 8th at March Badness. It's going to be Jeremy Prophet getting what he has worked for since the first moment he set foot in this company. A chance at the NECW Heavyweight Championship. I had a chance in the past. Things didn't go my way. I had to go through some adversity, but now I'm back where I belong. See, my mentor, Ron Hutchison, the man who trained the likes of Edge, Christian, Trish Stratus, Beth Phoenix, and I could go on and on and on. He always told me that when you get that big chance to become a champion, you have to make the most of it because you may never get it again. You know what? I intend on making the most of it. Because for as much as you see me here talking trash, having matches, there's a lot more to Jeremy Prophet. There's Jeremy Prophet who has to come down here and drive 6 hours, sometimes through blizzards, sometimes through ice storms. I have to go through all that, putting my life on the line just to make it here, to perform. Every time I step into that ring, it's not just to entertain. It's to fight and claw and scratch and work my way to the top. I'm not like you, Antonio Thomas. I haven't had things handed to me in my lifetime. I've had to work and work damn hard to get everything that I've gotten in this wrestling business. I am not afraid of going into that ring and having to do dastardly things to get what I want. I don't care how many bones I have to break. I don't care how many I have to take. You right now are on a collision course with me. And when that match finally happens, I know how it's going to be. It's going to be the end of everything you've worked for and for as little as you've had it. Let's face it. You're facing Jeremy Prophet. You know what's going to happen? You're going to go in there and people are going to say, damn, we haven't seen Antonio Thomas lose that quickly since his days in the WWE. I tell you, you don't know who you're messing with. Because as much as you want to be a heartthrob and sing and dance, when you step in there with me, you're going to be dancing with the devil in the pale moonlight. And I can tell you this, you're going to be the shortest reigning NECW Heavyweight Champion in history. I guess you could say it's a promise.
Jeremy Prophet, if I could pick one word to describe you, it'd be big. Big hair, big talent, big mouth, big ego. I hear you're telling everybody that you're going to be the new NECW champion March 8th, that I'm just holding this title for when you take it from me. You know, I've waited 10 years for this title. 10 long years, all around the world, Japan, Puerto Rico, WWE, everywhere. And I've earned the right to hold on to this title. You're a great talent. Don't get me wrong. I'm looking forward to the 8th. I have my work more than cut out for me. But come March 8th, everything that you claim to be big, your talent, your ego, it's all going to fall a little bit short. Because March 8th, you, my friend, step into the promised land. The first person in 10 years to step up to Antonio Thomas as the NECW champion. And guess what? March 8th, I'm walking out the NECW champion. And that is a promise.
Antonio Thomas defending against Jeremy Prophet, March the 8th, Randolph, Massachusetts.
New England Championship Wrestling returns live with March Badness, Friday night, March 22nd at the Knights of Columbus, 25T Drive, Randolph, Mass, with an 8 p.m. bell time. In the main event, new NECW Heavyweight Champion Antonio the Promise Thomas defends against Jeremy Prophet. In a return grudge match, new NECW Tag Team Champions Superstar Scotty Slade and the Shure Thing Mark Shurman put their titles on the line against Mike Webb and Nick Valentine. The Boston bad boy Jason Rumble battles Elia Markopoulos in a Boston street fight. If Elia wins, Jason must retire. If Jason wins, the Crown Jewels must break up forever. Also in action, Johnny Thunder and the return of Mistress Belmont. Tickets on sale now at necw.tv/events or call toll-free 1-800-838-3006. That's 1-800-838-3006. Don't miss New England Championship Wrestling March Badness, Friday night, March 22nd in Randolph.
Friday night, March 8th, right back here in Randolph, Mass. The new NECW Tag Champs. You like the sound of that?
I love it.
NECW Tag Team Champs.
You know what that means? That means we're the best in New England. Mikey and Nick Valentine want a rematch?
Listen, calm down.
I'm sorry.
Don't get pumped up yet. You see, Mikey Webb, Nick Valentine will give you your crybabies what you want. You'll get your rematch.
A second crack at the titles.
Because listen, our life's completely changed. Our popularity through the roof. Our Facebook, so many
Blowing
friends
up.
list. So many friends, we had to reopen our MySpace account.
MySpace, baby. Hi, Steve.
Twitter, Instagram, Hulu, Tulu, you knew? It's all got us on it.
That's Google.
These things change lives.
YouTube.
So we'll give you another crack. And when you're lying on the ground and you're looking up at the lights, you'll know right there that we're still the greatest. Still the NECW Tag Champs.
Why? Because he's Scotty Slade, and my name's the Shure Thing, Mark Shurman, and that's Shurman with a U, and it sucks to be you.
Oh, man, we are so funny. We are so funny. Like, really, we're just funny guys.